Okay, welcome back to CPF Custom Garage. Where I left off last episode is I took the head off, but it was bad news. I'm back to the drawing board. I have to take the whole thing apart now when I only wanted to change the head gasket because my whole rotating assembly does not spin. So I think I have to take the pistons out to see what the problem really is. I think it's the pistons that moisture got into the block that it rusted out a little bit. I'll show you what I mean by the pistons not moving. See, I have the 19 mil wrench on the crank pulley and I can't, it will not move, it's seized. So you got to take a 13 mil socket, remove these end caps from the pistons. These ones right here. I've already removed the girdle and everything, all right here in the pan, and then all the rest is down here, all the rest of the parts. But this is what it looks like so far. Bad news, not what I wanted to deal with, but I do have another H22A4 block in the back over here, in the back. So I might just use that block because I have to probably, have to send it to a machine shop to get like bored and honed and all that good stuff. See, I'll show you the piston walls and that don't look too bad. It's just, I think this piston and this piston are the problems. If you look, looks like there's, oh, that's oil. But like, doesn't look bad. I don't know why they won't move. That's why I'm just gonna loosen the end caps and try to bang them out. Okay, now you take a 13 mil socket and you put it on the end caps there and you loosen them off. Loosen them off, not all the way, because you're going to use that to hang on to the piston and the rod. So you want to get it like that, looking like that, and you just go and do them all. Do all of them together. There we go. Keep on doing it. I already broke the torque off of them, so it'd be easy to do it on camera because I don't have two hands. But basically that's what you want to do. Just loosen these off. Just enough to get the piston cracked away from the wall so I can pull it out, the pistons. Okay, now that you have it loose, you want to take like a hammer, well, not really hard, don't hit it hard, but just tap it. Till you feel them separate. Okay, now I'm gonna take off the oil pump because I have to take the crank out because the pistons are really seized in there. So I need to take the crank out to push the pistons down because they're not moving at all. So basically you want to take off these 10s right over here, these, anything that goes through that you see, pretty sure most of everything has to come off here. All the 10s. These are all loose from the timing belt and all that. Those are 12s. These are 12s here. These are all 10s. So I'm going to start over here and just taking all my stuff, and I'm going to put it in this little cup here. All my screws, because you don't want to lose these. This is important. Everything on this is important. So do not lose anything. I'm just taking everything off. Nice and simple. See, screws are like that long. They go through the oil pump. These screws hold the cover for the timing belt. These can come off by hand basically. If not, then they're 12mm bolts. But you do not want to lose any of this. I do not stress enough of that. Because your oil pump will leak. Okay. I'll take this. Oh yeah, this is on pretty tight. Oh yeah. Okay. I always have my. There we go. I got it. To start loosening. A little persuasion. That one too. These are all. We took it off by hand. Basically. Why use your hand when we have a drill? See if this drill is going to be strong enough to take these off. No. Nope. I don't think so. Okay. Now, put the drill on it. I'm going to be eliminating my balance shafts. Because this is a race car. Okay. Oh, there's still another 10 hidden. Right down in here. Don't forget about that. And the 10 over here. Don't forget about that either. Let's see if my gun will take it off. Oh yeah, she'll do it. She will do it. Okay, and that's it so far where I'm at. Which I gotta loosen this off again because the bolt. Because I can't get the oil pump around that. with the bolt in there. But other than that, just gotta find where you can separate it, which there's a spot right here I would go for, and probably down over here I would go for to separate it. And on this side, probably, well, should find a spot probably right over here where my finger's at. You might want to pry right there if you have to. Still got this screw to come off, that screw to come off for balance shaft. It's a balance shaft screw, and basically that's it for that so far. I want to take this off, which shouldn't be too hard. Okay. Which I see a little. Take my flathead, very fine flathead, and there's a spot right over here. You can crack it. Just gotta be gentle. Just work your way. Okay, now the oil pump is off now, as you can see there. Now, right now, the crank should be able to be pulled out like so. See, crank is out. Set this down on the floor. She not light. She a heavy sucker. So now, I can see about all the pistons and that have to come out. That rod bearing, it looks a little burnt. We'll see what happens. We will see. We will see. Okay, this motor I cannot use because, yeah, it's a little messed up. I took the pistons and everything out now. This cylinder is not bad. If you look, it's not bad. That cylinder is not too bad. Like, look, that's not too bad. It's just a little scratching. A good hone, and that would have worked on that one. This one is same thing. A little bit of honing would do this thing justice, if you look. But then you look at this one and look at that. It's like this block got overheated or something and started melting. See it's bad. A machine shop may be able to save this, but this would need new sleeves. So I'm gonna have to use my other block that I have right back here. Right there, there's a block, H22 block. There's an H22 head right here too. Well, or that one's the H22 head, because I have an H23 too. The head. And there's other cranks. So I'm gonna have to dig that out now and start fresh. So too bad. Okay, now the block is changed. I have this block up on the stand now. I'm using some whatchamacallit, mineral spirits to clean it. I have it in this bottle. I'm just spraying it on. And then I got my brush. This brush here that I'm just going around cleaning everything, all the surfaces, you know, wherever I can touch it. So basically that's what I'm doing to that. But I gotta show you these pistons. These pistons, see, they're supposed to be somewhat like that. The pistons move and everything. This one clearly wasn't stuck. This one, see, it has a little bit of build up around. It wasn't so bad. But then these other two, look at that, how bad that is. I'm saying that that motor got way too hot and then it sat with moisture or something. But yeah, that piston's bad and this one's just as bad. Let's see. So, hence, the block is over there. It has to be machined. But I'm going to work on this block. It's nice and clean inside the cylinder head. Still got good scratches on everything. The motor overall is pretty clean. The motor. See, that's the back side of the motor. This is the front side of the motor. I'm going to show you right here. It's pretty clean. It's still an H22A4. But I'm going to use this block instead. I have an H22A4 head right here. And then I have the other head from the other block right up here. So I may still use that head, or I might go to that head. I don't know. I have to inspect them both. But overall, this is going to be a better platform right here to start with. I think this is going to last a lot longer. I just got to degrease it and clean it. I got this a long time ago, this block, probably like 10 years ago. It was just supposed to be a backup, but I guess not anymore. So now I have to order some piston rings and some pistons and some rods to complete this motor, but I still have to degrease it, paint the motor. I want to Davcon around the water jackets here. I still have to do that because I plan on boosting this motor. Not at the beginning, but I am going to boost it after I get the car running. But this is the car. It's looking good. It's a little dusty, dirty. It's more of a storage unit right now. It's super windy outside, so I hope you can hear me. This is how it's sitting. I have to do a lot of work here. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I still have to cut the inside out of the car, because that's what I want to do. The whole back tray there, I'm cutting that out. All inside there, I'm cutting all that on both sides. But more to come on that. And I got a future video on the brake tuck. I got some surprises on that one. Okay, this is the brush I'm using is not abrasive at all. It's plastic bristles. It's not even metal bristles. But yeah, I just going in every groove and everything, getting where right in there wherever I can. And then take some spray and you start spraying it down. You see the stuff just pouring off of it. Look at that. Dirty. Just getting her ready for paint. Because it's like, see how the aluminum is still stained a lot. I want perfect consistency. I'm happy with this motor. Ever since I got into Hondas, I've always wanted to build an H series. Everybody's going K. I know K is awesome motor. I know it's an awesome motor, but I'm liking the H series. Keeping it old school. Looks nice in the engine bay too. Got the power. But yeah, basically that's what I'm doing right now, is just cleaning up the block. More this side, because this side's going to be seen in the engine bay, so I want to make sure this is really clean. And it looks nice, because when I go to paint it, it's going to look even better. But that's it right now. Looks good. I still got to go on the front over here, and there's all this gasket stuff right here, see, I still got to go around all that and take all the gasket stuff off and degrease this, but it's looking good. They used real coolant in here, so there's no oxidization and hard, looks like hard water, and that was in there or not, but it looks pretty good. This block, like I said, it's in good, really good shape. See, even the back side, it's not too bad, not too bad at all. Even inside, they used good oil in that, so it's not stained too bad. It looks almost like a brand new block. See, you can see it. Maybe not so well, because my lighting is not that good right now. But yeah, a little bit of discoloration, but not much. This block was well taken care of. Like even all the rod bearings there, they're not bearings, they're not in there, but it's in real good shape, this block, so I'm happy overall to use this. That discoloration now, look, I've started cleaning inside here with my little brush, cleaning all the sides up and everything. See, it used to look like that. Nice yellow tinge, a little bit, the dirtiness in there. And then it's cleaning up to that and that. It's getting there. Work in progress. Well, this is what it looks like now after I cleaned it. Oh, there goes the handle. But look, it's nice and clean now. All inside. Even those walls, nice and clean. Not perfect. I don't think it'll ever get back to perfect, but it looks sweet. And I'm okay with it. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video for today. If you like it, comment. If you feel like you need to comment, ask questions. I'm okay with it too. But yeah, more to come on the 2000 Honda Civic build. It's gonna be a beauty when she's done. Can't wait. I think the next episode we're gonna start on the brakes, the brake line tuck. Thanks for watching, and have yourself a good day, good night. Sweet. Love it.